Okay, here we go. March 19 release notes. These were more or less kind of briefly mentioned by a comment by Ruby a few weeks back concerning World's First. However, there's more stuff coming up in this patch. A lot of big things happening, guys. A lot of things. Candy corn is shooting through the roof right now at 60 copper. Probably will reach a silver by the end of this video. So, hey, go grab them while you still can. But let's get into this. March 19, 2024 release notes right now. So, general stuff. Of course, this is just a notification about third-party programs. They may or may not be. Thank you, Liz, for the raid. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Go follow Liz, everybody. Check out her stream if you enjoy it. Hey, give her a follow. We're getting right into the patch notes right now. All right, patch notes is what we're looking at. So, notification to third-party programs. As always, make sure you update them or remove them and then re-put them back in once they've been updated for the new build. Also, always read this policy right here on third-party programs. Now, general. They've added a new custom post-processing option to the graphics options menu. This allows new finer control over what post-processing effects are active. Now, for those who don't know what that is, I'm going to show you quickly right now what that is. So if you go to your settings, post-processing will be around in the graphic settings, and normally it's just one thing here. You set it to low, high. It was just on or off before. Didn't have any control over it. So now you could do things like this, for example. Let me just go down here to show it what it looks like. We go to high, as you can see, it's quite bright. If we go to custom, you can kind of mess around with all of these here. So you could do bloom on, color grading if you want that on or off. Color tint, distortion, light rays, as you can see, comes up over there. Selection online, drawn outline around the target. Yeah, so this is basically this. So as you can see, now there's no outline. So the outline is a little bit annoying. Some people don't like it. It used to be like if post-processing was on, it's always like on you. But now, as you can see, you can do without it. You won't have this like weird outline around your character. It's actually mostly on other characters as well. So as you can see, selection, a bit of an outline. It's a bit hard with them because they a lot of infusions. That's a rich gamer. So yeah, you can play around with it. So I prefer mine's low, to be honest. It's just easier on the eyes. Given that I wear glasses, I know, but still, it's still much easier on the eyes. So that's what this is. You can, play around with these settings to your comfortable, your comfortness, and go from there. So that's that out of the way. Next, optimized loading times between starting the game and getting into the character select screen. Load times are improved by approximately 3 seconds depending on your hardware configuration. This probably will do nicely. I think it's not really the loading into the game. It's, for me, the issue's always been like the first time you load in into a map once you've logged into your character or click the character. So, but this is still very good. Updated 11 item converters to use the vendor interface, allowing these to draw directly from players' banks in addition to their inventories. This is actually huge. This is actually the biggest thing. If anything, this is a segment on its own. Converters now allow you to draw directly from your own personal bank in addition to your inventories. No longer are you limited by inventory space. No. You got your own banks now to gobble up all these things that you have with these things. So what are the converters that will gobble up the items in your bank? You got the candy corn gobbler, already candy corn up 60 copper. You got Herta, you got the Maudry 11. These are basically your Dragonite, your inferior fragments, and your the other third annoying ascended material. Someone just listed in the comment section if you know it. Your princess, your star of gratitude, sentient aberration, sentient anomaly, sentient oddity, shards of glory converter. Oh, this is probably very useful. Oh my god, these pile up so fast. Memory Gobbler and Spear Marshal's Plea. So all of these now will also gobble up from your bank as well. That is actually big. That is huge. That's big stuff. All right. Fixed an issue that could use or could cause fashion prompts during the April Fool's fashion show line to end if the show went for too long. That wasn't an issue, bro. What? Thinking ahead of this year's April Fool's. Well, okay. This could have been like an April Fool's joke somewhere. Prospective contestants will now be moved to the audience area between fashion shows. That's nice. Cheering skills and fashion shows now grant the contestants on stage an escalating amount of approval from the judges based on the skill used. Wow. Nice. The Noblesse Oblige Mastery, which increases revive speed and removes down penalties on successful revive, will no longer remove down penalties in strike missions. They already talked about this also a few weeks ago, how they wanted to actually make it where, you know, if you're going down in a strike mission, it's a bit punishing, which it should be, right? Like if you go down, it should be a bit difficult. Again, this is instanced content. So this, to me, I like this change. Maybe some others might not like it too much, but here it is. It's here to stay. And raid challenge mode encounters. So again, this is challenge mode. I guess I want to be specific on this. Not the regular strike, the challenge mode of that strike or raid. So again, this is for those who really like that extra little bit of, you know, competition or sort of like difficulty. This will help maintain the intended difficulty level of these encounters by reinstating some penalties for ignoring encounter mechanics. I think, yeah, very healthy for this. It kind of, you know, forces you to actually engage rather than sometimes, you know, you'll have someone who might, you know, be a little bit lazy, a little bit sometimes, you know, you want to just kind of be like, it's a lazy day. I just want to get carried that day or something like that. So again, for challenge mode, I think this is fine. This is okay. Again, challenge mode is meant to be something that is challenging, right? A little bit of extra challenge, a little bit of extra difficulty. So I think this is a good change. All right, Amnitas. Move the Starlight Lantern from inside the Great Debate Hall to outside the Great Debate Hall. I'm not sure what this is. Was this like an event or something? I know where that hall is. There's usually a meta escort that like goes towards it. So someone can clarify what that is. Remove the experience and karma consumables from the silver map meta event progress chest awarded during the Defensive Mountains meta event. The rules have been adjusted to compensate for this change. All right. All right, let's see. Inner Naos moved a greater arcane chest in Niedra Dreamer's Sanctum to a location where players would not get stuck. This is actually nice. Fix an issue that would occasionally cause a headache to join the Cryptus. Yeah, the frogs, man. They sabotage all the time. Always sabotaging, guys. Strike missions. The Temple of Febe. Challenge mode. This is it. This is absolutely it. This is now the biggest change we've had in this update. So, Temple of Febe challenge mode. We reduced the overall enemy health of the Temple of Febe challenge mode to make the fight accessible to more players. We'll be monitoring the strike mission to ensure that this brings it to a desired level of challenge, and we're ready to make more changes if it still remains more difficult than intended. To give players the ability to experience and try to defeat the fight in its original form, we have added an option to the challenge mode to activate a legendary challenge. Players who had defeated Ceres before this change, or players who defeat him with the legendary challenge mode active, will earn a new Legendary Conqueror of Ceres title to demonstrate this feat. I love this. This to me, in fact, again, this is another clip on its own that I think is worth noting. Something that has been missing with Guild Wars 2 is that extra little bit of oomph in terms of the challenge, right? A little bit of extra, you know, challenge, right? You could say a legendary, you know, challenge, if I may say. So right now you have the story mode of the strike mission, which is basically just the story encounter. Then you have the normal mode, and then you have the challenge mode, and now you'll have this legendary challenge mode, which I don't know if we're going to get these for the previous strike missions, but maybe this is just going to be something going forward. They might not just do this for all of them before, maybe just from now until going forward. So for me, the story encounter is a bit limiting because it's only up to 5 people that can be in a story encounter, right? So that means the normal mode where the 10 players play is where you pug usually, right? The normal mode, you pug it. It should be easy to kill. Then you have the challenge mode, which is now going to be this updated challenge mode where the health is a bit more reduced, which hopefully should be killable for some players. It's still a bit of an extra challenge. You need to actually, you know, have proper comms. You need to communicate. You need to actually, you know, go in with a guild, right? Go in with a group of people, 10 gamers, go in together and actually, you know, defeat the boss. And work out all the challenges and strategy in terms of killing that boss. Now, a little bit more challenging is Legendary Challenge. I think this is probably not going to matter for, again, yeah, obviously 99% of the player base. but to have it for the 1% is important. Why? Because that adds another form of progression. You could say, well, nobody actually cares about this. Only like 200 players. Yeah, but what if now those 200 players, you grab another 100 players who are like, yeah, you know what? We want to also try and go for that. We just killed it in challenge mode. Could we go for legendary challenge? Right? So it's adding a bit more towards that. Now, this doesn't affect the 99%. If you don't want to engage with this encounter, you don't have to actually engage with the legendary challenge mode. You could be like, you know what? The CM, that's it for me. That's as far as it goes. But maybe out of like 100 challenge mode groups, right? Let's say like 100 groups, 10 of those groups decide, yeah, you know what? Let's go towards the legendary challenge. So it's gonna grow the community quite a little bit. So I think there's no harm to have a small thing for the hardcore player base. And you'll still have something of a challenge for players who maybe don't want that super difficult progression level of content in instance. So that to me, this is a big plus. So they've changed the empowered envious gaze skill to not steal quickness and alacrity. I assume this will be for, again, the challenge mode, not the legendary challenge. Fixed an issue that could cause projectiles to be obstructed when attacking an embodiment in the split phase, if that embodiment was active during the phase transition. Fixed an issue in which selecting an option from the challenge mode did not reset the encounter if the event was already in progress. So yeah, overall, I love these. Good changes. Cosmic Observatory Challenge Mode. Fixed an issue that could cause the Precision Anxiety achievement to be rewarded even if the entire party did not meet the requirement. Wait, what? You could have cheesed this? Oh, well, you can't do it anymore. Oh, well. Structured player versus player. A new achievement category, profession achievements, has been added to the PvP section of the achievements panel. So yeah, this actually they mentioned a few weeks back. So very good. I think it's this. Basically, you could see it. Like, for example, Kiva just shared his Fabled Legionnaire. You get 1,000 rated games as a warrior. So just a little bit of extra things for players to go towards. Very good. New tiers of champion progression. New tiers of champion profession achievements have been added to the profession achievements category in the PvP section, each with a new title. Players can progress these achievements with their current PvP ranked wins by traveling to the Heart of Mists. A new achievement named True Dragon has been added. Players who are PvP ranked 469 or higher will complete this achievement upon entering Heart of the Mist. This is just adding some more achievements for you to get in PvP, which I like. Very good. Very good indeed. So, world versus world. 9 new tiers of the Realm Avenger achievement have been added to the World vs. World section of achievement panel. Each tier comes with a new variant of the Ultimate Dominator title that reflects the number of players you've defeated. So right now, Ultimate Dominator only goes up to 250k players that you've killed. Now there's going to be, more than that. Probably 300, 350, 500, a million, 20 million players. I don't know, but it's going to scale up now, which is also nice. Nice achievement for players who already achieved Ultimate Dominator a long time ago. Players can progress these new achievements with their current kill counts by traveling to EBG, Alpine Borderlands, or Desert Borderlands map. The Siege Disabler trick has been updated and renamed to Siege Disruptor. Siege Disruptor will now reduce the outgoing siege damage by 66% and will cause affected siege devices to take 66% increased damage for duration. Wow, that's a lot. Golems will still have their skills disabled for the duration. Oh, that's kind of a pumper, isn't it? So yeah, interesting. Okay, we're modernizing the loadouts of the Keep Lords with the addition of a new healing skill that aids objective defenders in combat, giving the Lord a more active role in the battle. Yeah, this I don't mind. Make it a bit more challenging to defend. Oh, sorry, to attack. Keep Lords in the Alpine Borderlands and EBG map will now have a channeled healing skill at 75% and 25 health thresholds. So their Defiance bars will only be available at these and can be broken in order to prevent skill from being fully channeled, which I actually like, because this kind of encourages people to actually kind of get the CC bar before killing the boss. We'll be closely monitoring the player feedback to determine if the skill should be introduced to Castle and Tower Lords as well. New 24, 28, and 32 slot bags can be purchased from outfitters in World vs. World. These have also been added to the Ascended League vendors in PvP. Very nice. I like it. More options in WW and PvP. Items. They removed the April Fool's event requirement from the Chatoyant Elixir. Fixed an issue that caused the Exposition Cape to not have an upgrade slot. The items needed to progress the Astral Award Arsenal achievement sold by the Heroics Notori vendor no longer require the player to type out the name of the items to safely discard them. I wish a lot of items that you require to type out the name to discard them could also be updated to not need this. It's kind of annoying. A lot of that stuff, especially from the gem store that you get, is like this. Profession skills. So I won't go through these because these actually already went through them in a previous update. So this was already announced before. However, if you would like to go through the skills that changed, you can feel free to do so. But aside from that, World Polish, Amnetus fixed an issue that allowed players to summon all 6 guardians before attacking yours, the Eye of the Abyss, prevented the events of Amnetus meta event from progressing during the final phase. And you also fixed an issue that caused weekly Suiting Province Jade Treasury Recovery achievement to be awarded upon completing any event in the map. Inner Naos fixed an issue that prevented the defeat of Neridium, Chosen of Charybia, and Vespera, Scribe of Charybia, from progressing the Envious Reprieve achievement. General, as mentioned in the main release notes, players who have previously defeated the Saris Temple Strike Mission Challenge Mode before the changes will get the title, and players who accomplished this before the release... they might have appeared to lost credit, but this will be restored in the first time they enter Lion's Arch. Okay, so this is just assuring the people who did kill the boss before the update that they will also have the achievement. No worries. Fixed an issue that prevented players... Wait, what? Fixed an issue that prevented certain French player and NPC lines from playing during the Guild Wars 2 Secrets... Wait, what? Really? Okay, well, I guess... Well, French gamers, your dialogue's been fixed in the story mode. I guess that's it. March 19, 2024 update. The class and spec balances have been already discussed in the previous balance patch. You could check ANET's last basically balance preview that they've done. And also we went through this with Kiba before. However, you can check them out again in this current balance patch notes. But that's it. That's March 19 release notes. Let me know what you think about the comment section of all of this. The legendary challenge mode that's been introduced. Like it, do you not like it? Go quickly buy everything related to all these gobblers because they're going up in price now. And actually don't listen to that advice. But yeah, that's it. That's all there is, gamers. And achievements for World vs. World and PvP. That's it for March 19, 2024. Until then, I'll see you next time. Take care, YouTube.